The skills of Superior firefighters are growing. The city is upgrading emergency services, and today we got a first-hand look at how.
Northern News Now's Kyrie Johnson shows why it's especially important with Blotnick Bridge reconstruction starting soon.
The Superior Fire Department works closely with Mayo Clinic paramedics, offering initial first aid until they arrive. But now they'll learn advanced skills like starting IVs and giving medications, which firefighters say means better care for patients when it matters most. Training for 27 firefighters kicked off today. It costs $62,000, but a state grant and the fire department's EMS budget cover it entirely, leaving zero impact on resident tax dollars.
It's just going to enhance our already really good patient care, and I think they'll learn things about themselves that maybe they didn't realize they could do.
So why add advanced training now? The Blotnick Bridge replacement project is kicking off this year, and they say that changes everything.
Understanding that with only one operating bridge that we may be with patients longer, that we may have some delays in other levels of care getting to us.
Just having more tools in your toolbox is always beneficial, and yeah, more knowledge and more ability to help on a deeper level when people need help.
Superior's firefighters aren't waiting until the deadline. Training is already underway despite having nearly a year to prepare.
Between now and the end of June is going to be classroom and clinicals, and then between June and the end of the year we will be purchasing equipment and then hit the ground running.
The Superior Fire Department hopes to have the trainings fully implemented by next year. In Superior, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.
Thank you, Kyrie, and you can learn more about the AEMT training process, which is happening in partnership with Northwood Technical College on our website.